Hey you, it's Jess here and welcome back to my channel. Today I think this is my last PLANMAS video. So this should be Christmas Eve, and I hope if you celebrate, I hope you have a great Christmas day. If you're watching this on Christmas Eve, but you can watch this whenever. So this is the last time that you can enter my PLANMAS giveaway. The information will be at the end of the video as per usual, or in the description box below. But today I am doing, it's kind of a mock spread, so I can do the holiday tag, which a few planners, YouTubers have done. So I'm going to be answering most of the questions, not all of them, while planning in the background. And I'm using this kit from Little Paper Prints, and it has my New Year's Eve artwork, which is very exciting. And this is shown in a haul, but it is the full kit. It's got a bunch of stuff here, and I thought this would be perfect to use my holiday tag on for the week of the 25th to the 31st, since that's kind of what I, designed it for, this Christmas week kind of thing. So let's get straight into it and into the tag. So here we go. I haven't prepared too much, but please bear with, and I hope you enjoy. The first question is, what is the weather like where you live? Well, I live in Australia, and it is peak summertime. So Christmas is almost always pretty hot, pretty sunny. It can get up to like 36 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is. Almost 100 degrees Fahrenheit or something. I don't know. You guys will have to look that up. But it can get up to 40 degrees Celsius sometimes. It can get a bit crazy. But that's what I'm used to, that's what you grow up with or whatever, that you're kind of used to it. I put all the full boxes through the middle because I'm liking that, and it works with this neutral layout, the double box there. But yeah, that's it is nice and hot and sunny, and you just get used to it really. Although I've been to the northern hemisphere a few Christmases, so it's been nice and cold on those days. The next one is top 5 Christmas or holiday songs. And I think that one's actually really hard. Like songs. I guess what songs do it really get stuck in my head? I like the old-fashioned 50s, 60s kind of songs where I don't know, I call them my racist Christmas songs. I don't know. Because it's that period, I'm just being silly. So I like the old-fashioned sounding ones, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I like Carol the Bells, Hark the Angels Sing, Carol the Angels Sing. I really love the Home Alone soundtrack, that's really good. And also the soundtrack to Elf, that's awesome as well. That's probably around 5, so I usually just put on a classic Christmas playlist and go from there. But I really like the end theme with I Wish You a Merry Christmas, and it also has Somewhere in My Memory. I love Somewhere in My Memory from the Home Alone soundtrack. So that's what I love to listen at Christmas, just old-fashioned. And then the next one is top 5. What am I going to use for this? I think I'm just going to use the normal headers. So I'm going to put little things through the middle. Yeah. So the next one is top 5 Christmas movies, and I did actually think about that one. And I've listed them. So 5 is Love Actually. Of course, I love Love Actually. So good. And I totally lived Love Actually from when I arrived at Heathrow Airport the other week. It was exactly like the opening of that. And then I also love The Grinch with Jim Carrey. I love Jim Carrey. His films are like my childhood, so I love his Grinch. And I totally feel him sometimes. Then the next one is the Santa Claus. I was really into that as a kid as well. I love the Santa Claus with what's his name. And then I also love Elf, of course. I feel like everyone loves Elf though. Like, you can't not love Elf. It's kind of the ultimate Christmas movie because he's so into Christmas. And then of course my top favorite, probably an easy guess, is Home Alone. I love Home Alone. I think I'm gonna put stagger my Christmas doesn't really need a to-do though. I'm gonna put the to-dos at the bottom just to have them there. And then, so yeah, Home Alone is my all-time favorite. I actually have a friend who, now that she is kids, she hates Home Alone because she thinks the family isn't relieved or emotional enough when they get home. But I was just like, they're just repressed white people, aren't they? I think they're relieved to see he's alive and didn't burn down the house, you know. But I always feel like after I watched all of John Hughes' films that he has issues with family, I think. Not like terrible issues, but, you know, ideas about family. So those are the Christmas movies. I'm really like going to get through these answers. So the next question is, what is your favorite holiday treat? And I always wonder, I think what other people were saying for holiday treats were like the little things that you bake or whatever. And my favorite out of, you know, things that you just bake over the holidays and have is probably gingerbread. And what I mean by that is gingerbread cookies. In recent years, I've used a Finnish recipe, slightly a bit different. It has cardamom and stuff in it, and it is delicious. I love it. Definitely the best recipe. So yeah, gingerbread cookies, it always makes me think of Christmas. Always used to have as a kid and would decorate the gingerbread men and stuff like that. So, but if we're talking like Christmas Day meal treats that just say Christmas to me in terms of sweets is probably trifle. And it has to be trifle the way my family always made it, the way my nana always made it. And that is, it's got like cake, too much alcohol, usually port. And it would have, I think I'm going to put the date covers on. It would usually have, and then it would have canned fruit, so canned mixed fruit. Then it would have jelly, so, or as Americans would say, jello, but jello, not jam. But you know, the wobbly gelatin dessert is in there, custard, cream, yeah. No one ever puts jelly in their trifles, but that's always how I had it growing up, so I love that. That's always like the quintessential dessert for Christmas for me. So that's like a holiday treat, you know. Let's get these down. They cover up the 2017 a bit, but oh well. Maybe I'll, no, you can kind of see it, it's fine. I'm so picky. Alright. The next one is, what do you eat for Christmas lunch or dinner? And I just kind of said the end part, but so this changes depending on if we're at home or not. Lachlan and I have traveled, as I've said, a lot for Christmas before. So traditionally growing up, You'd be like the typical, we usually have a ham, including now. We'd have ham, I mean sometimes turkey. I think I got a turkey this year, but only, I got it deboned because I don't want to have to deal with the whole turkey. Sometimes chicken. Once we had duck when I was a kid, that was cool. But the staple is usually ham. And then a big thing when I was a kid, when I would have Christmas at my Nana and Papa's, is she would make her spaghetti bolognese, which I know is weird, but she always made really good spaghetti bolognese. I always loved it. And we'd also have a selection of Filipino food because my auntie is from the Philippines and she makes the best all-time handmade, homemade spring rolls. Or as I think, again, Americans call them egg rolls. But they're called spring rolls here. So she made awesome Filipino food and spring rolls. I always remember those. None ever live up to her spring rolls. So I don't know, I used to have like a whole bunch. There's traditional and then there's not so traditional food. But usually we get a ham for the fridge. So it's pre-cooked and you just slice it up and have it with some applesauce. My nana used to be awesome at making applesauce too. So sometimes I would like just have applesauce by itself for dessert when I was really little, so that was cool. So that's usually what we do. I mean, we usually have a lunch and then for dinner it's just leftovers or we're too full. I'm gonna look for the sidebar stuff here. I think we'll have a habit tracker. But yes, that is usually what we have. And then of course you have vegetable salad sides. Next question is, does your family do Christmas stockings? And the answer is no. I don't know, I've never really been into Christmas stockings. Never been very knowledgeable about them. I don't actually know what you put in a Christmas stocking. To be honest, like just stuff. I know you can buy here in Australia. You can get just like already made chocolate stockings. They're like they're plastic stockings and they've got lots of chocolate and candy inside. So I've had those a few times. It's like a ready-made stocking of treats. Did I actually want to use a weekly? I'm so dumb. And I'll put this one down here instead. It's all curly now. Yeah, so I don't do stockings. I don't have anywhere to hang stockings, to be honest. I never grew up with like a fireplace that I remember. I think sometimes we did, but most of the time, no. Here we go. Here's the weekly bugs. Never used little paper prints before, so I'm still learning her kit. And then what will we do this week? Probably won't be any Happy Mail. How about how do I just put I'll put a Happy Mail just because, you know, why not? Alright, next question while I finish up this thing, the bottom of the sidebar. The next question is, when did you stop believing in Santa? That's an interesting one. I had to think about it for a while. And I don't, my parents probably know better what I was like when I was really little, but I don't remember a single time when I was like, wait a second, Santa's not. I was pretty apathetic about Santa, I think, in my memory. I don't think there was ever like a switch. I think I just, either I didn't care about Santa beforehand, or I never thought he was a real thing, like a magical being. I don't know. It's just, I never had the switch. I kind of just felt like I always knew he wasn't real. I don't know if that's sad or something, but I don't know. That's just what I remember. I can't remember anything else about Santa, to be honest. I remember I had one gift from him when I was young. Like, I got one gift from him and it was the Game of Life, but even then I was just like, yeah, my mom bought it. So I don't know, I don't have that thing where you just like someone tells you and your mind is blown. I never had that. So what can we can start doing like mock plans. So at Christmas Day, obviously, we want a nice big half box. Should we say like for opening presents or something? So put that there. And we got some present decor. Did I just use it? Maybe I'll get up now. See if any of these Christmas ones will work. But it's a bucket list. Just bear with me for a second. So I don't think the stickers are all going to match color-wise, but you know, it's Christmas, whatever. So I'm going to use this Fox and Cactus Christmas cat to mark opening presents, and I might as well write it out. So I'm just going to keep doing the plans. They're not real plans, so you don't have to pay attention. Okay, the next question is, what does Christmas Day look like in your house? And when I first thought this question, I thought very literally, like, how do you decorate for Christmas? But no, it's not that. It's what you do during the day. It's really hard because we haven't been at home that often. But when we've been home, and we are this year, we've, you just wake up in the morning, maybe like, I'm not a huge breakfast person, but you know, get some coffee and stuff, and there's like, what we'll probably put Simpsons on, like a Christmas Simpsons thing. And then, oh, I could have used this little cute little gift box. Maybe I can use that for like chilling with presents. Then we'll open the presents, and from Lachlan and I's presents to each other. And then we'll probably just play with our presents for a while in our pajamas. So that's what we'll probably do then. Maybe I should stop filling it out. Okay, I'll stop writing. So we'll do that, and then, I don't know, we just sort of chillax, maybe put on Christmas episodes, put on a Christmas movie, and then usually we have some sort of plan, like maybe we're hosting food or we're going to Lachlan's parents. So we'll probably do that. We usually just have food and presents and hang out there. Usually, I probably have to call my parents. I usually see my dad. So if we're doing Christmas, sometimes we see him on Christmas, and sometimes it's like around Christmas. I think that's it. I don't know. This is really hard because it's about Christmas traditions, and I don't feel like I have any. I'm gonna use the School Prince Co. Christmas bucket list. I'm gonna do holiday feast. Perfect. But yeah, I don't. I feel like, yeah, I know I'm all over the place for this, but it's funny. I feel like I just don't have Christmas Day traditions anymore. It really depends on where we are and what plans are doing, because it really changes from house to house. I'll probably put the dishes on that night. And then how about we use some Clever Girl Craft Christmas hearts for Christmas colors. Well, it's too red. I think these reds from Autumn Breeze work to mark. I'll still have a video on Christmas Day because it's my plan with me for this week. So I'll leave that. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just not very good. I feel like I want to start making actual traditions, but it's hard when, I don't know. Plus Lachlan's not that into Christmas, so it makes it doubly hard. So let's have a look at the next question. What is your best holiday memory? I think always the biggest holiday memory is when we were renting this house. And my parents are divorced, but this house was huge, and so my dad was living there too with my mom. He had like the whole back area of the house, and my mom was at the front. So it's a huge house, huge kitchen. We had a, so we decided to do a combined Christmas with both of our families, which I know is rare for a divorced family, but we had the room, and they've always, after a while they were on good terms. So we like rented a huge dining table. So this is Boxing Day. We rented a big dining table, and what do I want to put here? I'm going to use this big cab because we don't do anything on Boxing Day. Anyway, we rented a big table, had both sides of the family come over. Didn't I say I wasn't going to do this? Anyway. I love doing tags, it always messes you up. Yeah, anywho. So we had the whole family over and we cooked like all the food. There was ham and duck and turkey, and everyone was just at a huge table, and all my cousins on both sides of the family, all the grandparents. I had all 4 of them at the time, so that was really cool. And I just remember it just being so Christmassy and full of gingerbread and food. And I think I got a teacher Barbie in the cool black dress with little like ABCs all over it. I loved her. And so I was just playing with Barbies and all my cousins. So that Christmas was probably my best memory. It was like a real Home Alone kind of big family Christmas. Except no one got angry at me. So that's nice. Not like Kevin. Here we go. I think I wanted this computer. Yeah. To mark that Boxing Day, I have a clip art sale going up, and hopefully a new clip art set to go up for the new year. So the next question. So I think that's all I've got on Tuesday. Probably have to tidy up. So at the end of the day, for the vacuum cleaner. So the next question is, do you have a favorite Christmas ornament, and if yes, why? So I feel like this is an American thing, like stockings, Christmas ornaments. I always see the Americans on my thing like buying yearly Christmas ornaments that are all special. And I don't know, I've never really known that. You just have Christmas ornaments. Although most of my, just actually looking at my real plants, I got nothing on. So here we go. Yeah, so we don't really do like the first Christmas together. I don't know, maybe some people do here, but it's never been a thing in my family or Lachlan's family. Although I'll say that when I started traveling and going to Europe and stuff, I started collecting like soft plushy ornaments, so not hard ones, but soft fabric ones. They were easier to take home, and Maybe I put this here and be like, and I make some leftovers. But you can start doing checklists as well, just to fill up the spread. But yeah, I just started buying these new kinds of, so every city I would buy 1 or 2 soft ornaments made of fabric. So I've got a whole bunch of those. I've got them from Germany, Finland, Helsinki, Copenhagen, Berlin, Munich. I recently got one from London. So it's been cool just to start collecting those. So those are the kind of ornaments that I have that are special, really. So those are the ornaments I have, but they're not like got a cat or anything. I mean, that sounds like a cool tradition, but I feel like I'm already past that. I don't know if I can start that tradition, so. The next one, when do you put up and take down your tree? So I will be honest, today is December 15th, but I'm filming this ahead of time because I got nothing else to do today. I do not have my tree up, and I really don't know if it's going to go up, to be honest. I know this year has been so weird about Christmas. I decided to do PLANMAS very last minute, and I haven't done any decorations, and our house is a complete disaster. So I haven't felt like decorating it. I love all these people that have like full-on decorations for their entire house, and I wish I could do that, but I don't know. I just haven't. And I haven't had any, you know, pro-Christmas thoughts from my partner, so it just hasn't happened. Basically, it's like I have to put it up by myself or not at all, and I'm really not feeling it. So, but when I do put a Christmas tree up, it's usually the day of the Christmas pageant that we have here, and it's usually the mid or end of November, and I'll usually forget about it and can't be bothered, and it gets down around the start of Feb. So that's usually it, but right now I don't have one up at all. I haven't been doing my videos, and I put that one down the bottom. The to-do checklist hasn't helped me at all. Let's squeeze in some videos. Maybe just squeeze at the bottom of the checklist. That'll probably look terrible, but oh well. And we got one on Friday too. I mean, if I do it. I might actually only have one the week, but I might as well just put in the rest of them. So we have 2 more questions. We have fave holiday. Favorite holiday candle. And I know that Holly put this question in because she wanted candle ideas. So I do actually buy Bath and Body Works candles. And oh, for holidays, I do sometimes burn fresh balsam, but it can get gets a bit irritating on my nose sometimes, so I don't always burn it. But I also really love, it's an autumn candle, but I think it still counts. But I really love Marshmallow Fireside. That's my all-time favorite Bath and Body Works candle anyway. So I love putting that one on. I think it's my all-time favorite. And I've really been loving at the moment Apple Spiced Toddy. That one's been really good and actually Christmassy, so I have liked that one recently. I might put in a bill due on Thursday. And then I think we get mail on. So I just put a little mailer. So yeah, so it's my favorite holiday candle. Marshmallow Fireside and probably Spiced Apple Toddy spiced apple toddy. I also really love right now campfire donut and winter. They're both more winter candles, but I've been really liking them as well this season. How about on Friday we do the filming, so we get it over and done with before the New Year weekend. And then the final question, thinking about New Year, how do you celebrate New Year's Eve? So New Year's Eve can go one of two ways for us. And that is usually, I'm gonna head across to New Year's Eve. Just put that there. Yeah, it usually goes one of two ways, and that is either we stay home and my staying home tradition is I make mac and cheese, like craft mac and cheese, or sometimes we make our own with like peas and broccoli and stuff. But usually it's just craft mac and cheese, and we probably watch films, or sometimes we don't even stay up late enough. Sometimes we put the fireworks on. They're usually the usually it's the Sydney fireworks that are shown here. So sometimes we watch those, and then we kind of just bum around at home. And then, but sometimes it goes the other way and we get invited out and we actually go. And that is usually, last time we went out, we went to a friend's beach shack, and there was a barbecue and we all just drank and hung out. And we played beer pong, which I actually got super sick afterwards. I think it was from the beer pong, but oh well. So I did that sometimes. So a lot of the times we end up hanging out with those friends. And it's like the one time of the year we hang out with them, to be honest. That's always fun. Just drinking and having fun. So yeah, that's, so yeah, it can go either way with New Year's Eve. It's either stay at home or be bothered to go out and just do a lot of drinking and playing games and stuff. So that's always fun. And those are all the questions, and I think I'm pretty much done with this mock spread. So it's looking a bit unequal, but I kind of lost steam there. But the holiday tag was fun. As you can see, I think you can hear that I'm kind of in state of flux, like a transition state about what to do with Christmas and what I want to do with Christmas. And I really want to do more, you know? I want to have those, I want traditions and decorations, but sometimes it can be hard. So definitely let me know what you guys do. How do you start getting into your traditions if they weren't already in your family? I'd love to know, what traditions do you suggest that I do? That would be awesome. Maybe I should start doing an ornament. I did buy an ornament for my cat. There's that thing. It's a cat-shaped ornament. I also have to be careful with decorations because my cat is the type that knocks stuff off every surface or carries things away, so always have to be careful with that. But let's talk about the spread. I think this turned out actually really, really cute. I really wanted to use it, at least in some sort of sense, so I can look at it and it's my own art. And I drew that by hand, that pattern, and then she included some really cool art on top as well. But I think it looks really cute and sparkly and perfect for this transition week between Christmas and New Year's Eve. Let me know what you guys are up to. You can answer the tag, of course, any of the questions. I'd love to hear about them. Especially like, what is your favorite Christmas memory and what do you do for New Year's Eve? That'd be awesome. But this is I thought the kit came out really nice from Little Paper Prints. And yeah, so hopefully you have an amazing holiday no matter what you celebrate Kwanzaa's on the 26th, so happy Kwanzaa, happy Christmas, happy holidays, happy end of the year if that's what you're looking forward to. Definitely stick around for the very last giveaway information and make sure you include your Instagram name in the comment. And around here I should be choosing the winners for the giveaway and contacting you on Instagram, so look out for that. I will say I don't usually release the names of winners because I don't know, I feel like that can get a bit weird, and sometimes I don't know, weird people can be like, oh, I want to like attack that person for winning. I don't know. These are the things that I think about. But that's why I prefer just to keep it private. And if they want to say that they won, they can. But I hope you have a wonderful week and a wonderful Christmas day if you celebrate. Here's what I have left of the kit. There's plenty of stuff left in this kit. Plenty of washi. You can really do white spread, no white space spread well at this. And thank you for sticking around with my channel for this year, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Welcome to the end of the video where you can see the giveaway information. This will be at the end of every PLANMAS video. Here I have 12 packages with 2 kits. Some are full, some are mini. But you get 2 whole kits from varied shops. I don't think any of these have a double shop in them. So you get 2 unique kits. To enter, all you need is to like this video and comment below, including your Instagram name. It must include your Instagram name. That is how I will contact you to mail off the kit that you've won. If you don't have your Instagram name in there, I cannot contact you. Just FYI. So just comment below with the Instagram name and like this video, and you will be in the running to win one of these packages. You may win double. You can enter every single video if you want. You don't know, maybe you have really good luck. But yeah, so I will be choosing the winners at the end around New Year's Eve, and I will contact you then and ship them out in the new year. So without further ado, I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to comment below, and good luck!